Everyone, Mike here. During this video, I'm going to talk about Noopept. Let this video be our guide. We're going to talk about the benefits, we're going to talk about side effects, and we're going to talk about other nootropics that can nicely complement it. If you're new to my channel, then be sure to subscribe, click the bell, view the description box below where it has some products which I really like, and my website for more information. If you're unfamiliar with Noopept, I would say it is one of the best nootropics you can take for productivity. And I know that's vague, it does encompass a lot. It encompasses things like your concentration, your ability to fight fatigue, like your energy levels, your motivation, and memory, as far as like your short-term and your long-term memory. This is the powdered form. This is the 10-gram tub that you can purchase from nootropicsdepot.com. And for whatever reason, I like the powder a lot more. It's such that it's been my experience that taking it under your tongue makes it a lot more effective than taking it in the capsule form. And otherwise, it doesn't have a bitter taste. It doesn't taste that bad. It pretty much is, you could say, flavorless, kind of similar to like BCAAs. Here's just to give you a visual as far as like what the powder looks like. And like, as you can see, this is a very small tub. Like, we're talking half the size, if not less than your palm. If you're new to it and you're adding this to your stack, don't go ahead and buy it in the powder. Buy it in the capsule form, if anything, because in capsule form, you just have the doses there and you can dose it accurately. Whereas with the powder form, even a kitchen scale wouldn't suffice. You have to get like a milligram scale, and it's very, very difficult to take a dose as far as like 5 milligrams to 10 milligrams. You have to get like a micro scoop or just be able to take it out with your fingers, almost to the point where like you can pinch it. Of course, with any nootropic, be sure to take it responsibly, assess your tolerance, start off very small. That looks like a dose of something like 5 to 7 milligrams. I've gone through periods of taking like 30 to 50 milligrams per day, and I will not lie, I was extremely motivated. I was very focused. The issue was it actually had withdrawals. Like when I got off that, when I ran out of Noopept, I had very severe brain fog, and I just noticed like a dip in my energy levels. So now my dosing protocol with Noopept is 10 milligrams 3 times per day. One of those instances being pre-workout, as I find that it does actually help your pre-workout as far as like your concentration and your focus. There are some studies which suggest that taking it with a choline source like alpha GPC can make it more effective. However, that has not been my experience. There has been times when I've taken it with different choline sources like alpha GPC or CDP choline or even choline bitartrate, and it didn't make any difference. Just taking Noopept by itself seems to do something. But the challenges with Noopept, and the issue which I don't like, is there's a very acute effect. We're talking Noopept working for maybe 2 hours to 3 hours, almost similar to like caffeine, but not that strong. So don't expect Noopept to be one of those things that you just take in the morning, leave off to work, and don't use it again. If you're only taking it once per day, just take it right in the afternoon and you'll still notice a benefit from it. You seem to get this nice burst of energy where you take it, and don't be surprised if like your priorities come top of mind. You get really just excited about your work all of a sudden, almost like a couple sprays of nicotine. With respect to side effects, it's not something you should be too concerned with modafinil and any side effects, in that they're not severe. Again, this is not the strongest nootropic. If anything, you'll notice that it can cause a little bit of irritability if you take too much, and if you take it too close to bed, just given that it does promote wakefulness a little bit, it can stop you from getting to sleep, or it can just affect you, or just that it can prevent you from hitting those deep levels of sleep like your REM, which you want. Somewhat concerned me just that Noopept is very, very strong at like making you think faster. You'll find yourself sharper, you're faster on your feet and answering things, and it's really cool that way. So it does somewhat concern me that anything that strong may have some bad side effects, which is a reason why I do cycle it. I'm typically cycling it something like I'll take 4 weeks on and then 2 weeks off, and that seems to be good for me. As with Noopept, if you take it every single day, don't be surprised if a couple months later it's just not doing anything and you lose that wakefulness feeling, because that happened with me with Noopept, and it happened with me with oxiracetam. Other nootropics that can complement it well would be the adaptogens, things like ashwagandha, KSM-66, things like bacopa, things like rhodiola rosea, and what they're going to help you do is as well help you to fight fatigue. So an ideal stack is taking this 3 times a day with those adaptogens. I have found that if you're taking strong substances like modafinil or you're taking phenylpiracetam, then Noopept is pretty much a waste of money because those nootropics are so strong that they pretty much just overpower everything, and your Noopept would be less effective just given that it does a lot of the things similar to modafinil and phenylparacetam, and that it increases your focus, your concentration, your energy levels both mentally and physically. It would definitely go in my top 10. There has not ever been a time when I cycled off of it for a long period of time or I had that doubt like Noopept isn't doing anything. It never happened once. I like it a lot and I'll continue taking it. Hope you found that helpful. As always, I have the links in the description box as far as where to purchase some of the supplements that I really like. You'll find in my website that I have more information about some of the nootropics that I talk about. So be sure to support me. I'm going to continue to give you great content. And if there's any nootropic or particular topic that you'd like me to cover in a future video, then be sure to comment. I view all comments and I really appreciate them, and I'll look forward to seeing you all next time.